Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Listen, I want to tell you something real quick, and I want you to know that your dreams require sacrifice. Your dreams, simply put, require sacrifice. You have to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? And in the process of giving up something, you have to realize, you have to ask yourself these hard questions. You have to be willing to take constructive criticism. You have to be willing to understand that the criticism, the sharpest criticism from someone who has more knowledge than you is more important than the thoughtless approval of the masses. I'm going to say that again. The sharpest constructive criticism of someone who has more knowledge than you is more important than the thoughtless approval of the masses. And the reason being is your dreams require sacrifice. You have to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up in order to get where you want to be, in order to have the impact that you desire to have? You're going to have to give up something. You're going to have to change something. You're going to have to make adjustments. You're going to have to tweak some things in your daily routine. You're going to have to let go of certain things. You're going to have to let go of certain environments. You're going to have to let go of certain people, unfortunately, in order for you to get where you want to be. And it doesn't mean that you have to give them up forever. You may just have to give it up for a season. You may have to give up watching your favorite TV show when it comes on. Watch it later, or don't watch it at all. You're going to have to give up going to every single concert that comes to town. Trust me, I know that. I just went to my first one this year, and anyone that knows me knows I would have probably been to about 4 or 5 concerts by now. But because I'm working on something, because I'm looking ahead and I'm looking into the future, because I'm a visionary, there are certain things that I'm giving up now so that I would be able to enjoy that stuff later, and even to a fuller or greater extent. So you have to be willing to sacrifice some things. You can't go out to every restaurant and eat all the time. You're gonna have to give up certain things. You're not gonna be able to necessarily travel as much as you want to travel, maybe in this season. But who's to say in the next season that you won't be able to do that? Who's to say that? But it's hinged on what you do now. Ask yourself, where do you want to be in the next 3 months? Where do you want to be in the next 6 months? We're already into May. This year is going by, and I could tell you the first 4 months of the year was a nightmare to me. And the biggest reason it was a nightmare was obviously because of the sudden loss of my hero. But I'm not going to sit up and cry river and so on and so forth, because you have to, at some point, if you lost someone, you have to at some point get back to living again, because that's what they would want. They don't want you sitting up sulking. They don't want you sitting up crying a river. You have to press forward. They did what they were supposed to do, and ultimately, I guess it was time for them to go home. But you're still here, and you still have some things that you want to accomplish. So it has caused me to take everything I do to a whole nother level, to come with a greater level of intensity. And so the point I'm making to you is, your dreams, if your dreams are worth it to you, and they have to be worth it to you, because if they're not worth it to you, they're certainly not going to be worth it to anybody else. Your dreams require sacrifice. What sacrifices are you willing to make in order to get to the next level on your journey? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to provide a better life for your family, for your children, if you have children, or to prepare yourself for children that you may have in the future? What are you willing to do? Sometimes you have to do what you don't want to do to get where you want to be. And just realize it's a season. So you might as well make this season count. Make your life count for something. and stop playing the blame game, because your life is what you make it. It starts with you. So I wanted to share that with you. I don't want to make this video too long, but if you got value from it, feel free to share this video. Remember, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian, Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.